Okay, so WrestleMania weekend is finally upon us, and it's time to kick off the festivities with our NXT Takeover New York predictions. Okay, so let's waste no time. I'm going to give you the rundown of every match on the card and give you my thoughts on who should and who will win, obviously. So let's waste no time. Let's get into this. So, kicking it off, NXT Tag Team Championships. The War Raiders defend against Ricochet and Aleister Black, who just won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. I'm going to go with the War Raiders. I like Black and Ricochet, but I think the War Raiders, they just won the belts in January. It's way too early to take the titles off them. Not only that, Black and Ricochet are being firmly established on the main roster. It makes no sense to have them win the NXT Tag Team titles. So I'm going to go with the War Raiders. Pete Dunne defends the WWE United Kingdom Championship against Walter. I am not familiar with Walter, but from what I hear, Walter is actually really, really good. He is a beast, from what people say. But Pete Dunne, the reigning champion, who's been champion now for nearly 2 years, I've seen Pete Dunne's work. I like Pete Dunne. I think he's great. So I'm expecting a solid, stiff match between these two. Should be fun. All right. Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Women's Championship. Shayna Baszler, my girl, defends against Kairi Sane, Io Shirai, and Bianca Belair. I'm going to go with Bianca Belair. I think this is where we give Bianca Belair the big payoff. You need to have a top. I think you need to have a top heel. Now that Shayna Baszler is most likely going to go to the main roster, I think Bianca Belair is going to be that perfect top heel women's champion, and we can build up Io Shirai to potentially take the belt off her at SummerSlam weekend. But I think Bianca Belair is going to get the big win. That's me. And I think Io and Sane are going to be spun off into their own feud, in which the winner will eventually face Belair at SummerSlam weekend in August. So yeah, Bianca Belair to take the whole thing, with Shayna Baszler going to the main roster, and her legitimizing and pretty much breathing some new life into the main roster. Because right now the main roster women's division, it is boring. It is dead. It's dead, and it needs some new life with Baszler, especially with Ronda Rousey leaving. Thank God. The better MMA fighter turned wrestler is now going to get called up. I digress. Okay, so next up is the Velveteen Dream defending the NXT North American Championship against Matt Riddle. I'm going to go with Matt Riddle. I think the Velveteen Dream was just given the title as a, hey, thank you for what you've been doing the last year and a half. Here's your consolation prize. You're going to keep this warm for Matt Riddle, who at the end of the day is where we're going to be building the entire NXT brand around in the future. So I think Matt Riddle's my pick to win the North American Championship. Velveteen Dream is not a long-term champion to me. He's a guy who was just given the belt as a consolation prize, and just to switch it over to Matt Riddle, who I feel is going to be the new primary focus of NXT. So yeah, but I'm expecting this to be a great match because the Dream is good. Matt Riddle, I have not been impressed by him so far, but he's not hard, but he is good at what he does. Riddle is good, though he hasn't impressed me yet. So I think this is where hopefully Matt Riddle is going to win me over as a performer, because right now I don't hate him, but I'm not jazzed about him. But I do see how how NXT is planting the seeds that they're going to be building around him in the future to come. So hopefully Riddle can, do his thing. And with Velveteen Dream, given the Velveteen's Dream body of work for the last year and a half, I don't see how this cannot be the match of the night. So yes, Dream and Riddle's my match of the night, and Riddle's my pick to win the match in general. All right, so main event for the vacant NXT Championship 2 out of 3 falls match: Adam Cole Baby versus Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling. I am going to go with Johnny Gargano. It's time to pull the trigger. The man has been chasing the NXT Championship for over a year. It's either put up or shut up. If Johnny Gargano loses this match, then he's no longer going to be Johnny Takeover. He's going to be Johnny Loser. It's time to validate this chase You have Gargano win. You can always put the belt on Cole in June for the next TakeOver show. But it's time to pay off the chase. That's it. After a while, if he loses this matchup, then when Gargano finally wins, the payoff is going to mean absolutely nothing because you keep waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting. It's either pay it off or don't do it at all. I think it's time we pay off Gargano's chase and put the belt on him. He doesn't have to be a long-term champion. Just have him win the belt, and then at the next TakeOver show, you put the damn thing right on Adam Cole. But I think it's time for Gargano to finally win, and I'm expecting this match to be outstanding. Adam Cole's great. Gargano is Mr. TakeOver. There's no reason why this match is not going to be another match of the night, possibly match of the year. So yeah, Gargano to take home the NXT Championship and pay off this near 2-year story that's been going on with him in the chase. So yes, those are my thoughts for NXT TakeOver New York. Let me know yours in the comment sections down below. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll check you back next time for more.